sometimes people think fascinators are little tiny things that you just, little very small things that you buy in a shop and pop on your head. So, but it's a good word because it means that when someone sees you wearing a headpiece like that, they're fascinated. My name's Joanna Zara. I design and make bespoke and made-to-order hats and headpieces, mainly for women, but I do some men's hats as well. I had my first millinery lesson about 11 years ago. So I did some courses at London College of Fashion. I got the bug, but I think what really started me wanting to turn it into a business was I entered a competition to design a hat for a company called Lock & Co. I'm very proud of that. Yeah. Probably the most odd client, or the most unusual clients I had, was really quite a long time ago when I really first started out, and two very strong-minded sisters who both wanted big hats for a wedding, and they came along together, and each time one of them said, well, I'd like a big bow on this hat, and then can I have some feathers? And then because they came together, the other sister would say, oh, well, if she's having feathers, I want feathers. And so it became this sort of really competitive thing. And to be honest, I tried to talk them out of it, but they both ended up with hats that probably had too much going on. But they were very happy. I don't think that headpieces and fascinators are just for the royal family. I think it's one of those things where they're, no, definitely not. I think the Queen is out on her own there with the hats she wears. She has a very, very specific style, and she's probably the only one who wears hats like that. But if you look at any of the recent royal weddings, I mean, yes, those people with more money or with connections or the royal family have access to the best milliners. But it just, while they carry on doing it, there's an aspirational side of it. And I think other people, at the end, when you watch those royal weddings on television, if you didn't have the hats, it wouldn't be half such fun. And I think people want that. They want a bit of fun, a bit of glamour for their own occasions. You can almost use this as a veil, so you can do your Audrey Hepburn thing and sort of gaze through the veil. Not that I'm equating myself with Audrey, but when people see a hat like this, they go, oh, it's very Audrey Hepburn, it's that sort of hat. As hats have become more popular recently, you can buy them in, Zara and H&M, particularly sort of felt and straw hats. Then, as I say, they're not very well made, trimmings are often stuck on, that sort of thing, but not everybody has masses of money, and that might be just right for them. And I'd rather people enjoyed wearing hats than felt they couldn't afford them. So I'm all for that. I don't, I think people should be relaxed about rules and what works and what doesn't, and I think that's one of the good things about hats going away for a bit and coming back, is I think people feel they can do what they like, because obviously I don't want us to go back. I do not want us to go back to a time when a woman felt she had to put a hat and gloves on before she went out of the door, because that also represented a lot of other stuff in her life in terms of rules and expectations. So yeah, unique hats for unique women. That's what we want.